Hello, Divine Feminines. I am honored to be here to do another reading for you guys today. It's my favorite reading of the week. We should probably do more DF readings, but I know you guys love your Divine Masculine readings. So we only do one Divine Feminine reading per week, but if you guys would want me to do more, please let me know. And I can definitely add another one in. I just think that the Divine Feminine readings are my favorite. If you guys have not already, please like and subscribe. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. We're really, really excited about it. And we would love it if you guys could help us get there. It'll definitely make a big difference for our channel. And so yeah, if you like our content, please like and subscribe to our channel. All right, Divine Feminine. Ooh, cards are already jumping out of the deck here. Let's see what we have for. Let me pick these up. Okay, so current situation, Divine Feminine. What is your current situation? Now, this is my deck of oppositions. So you will see, both the positive and negative side. This is like a duality deck here. And upright or upright or reversed really is the duality of these decks. And so it's kind of interesting because we are living in a realm of duality, right? So your current situation is justice, Divine Feminine. So, and it's justice in the upright, which is great. Right now, I think you are coming into a lot of information and a deeper awareness and realization of cause and effect, the as within, so without, or the as above, so below principle or natural law of the universe. You're really starting to understand how you affect your own reality and why your reality shows up for you the way that it does. These are current lessons and past lessons really, that have brought you to a place in your current situation where you have a much deeper understanding and awareness of how all of that works. And this is when things start to get really, really good for you, Divine Feminine. Now, the challenges that you're going to experience, the challenges that you're going to face are 5 of Pentacles, okay? So you may run into some financial situations that could try to fool you with what's currently showing up in your reality. But remember, what's currently showing up in your reality is old energy. So don't be deceived by what's happening now. So if you do have financial issues, if you do have certain kinds of lack showing up in your life, that doesn't mean you have to have a lack mentality about it now. It's an old lack mentality that's currently showing up in your reality, in the physical world. But if you can refocus that through cause and effect, like we're talking about, right? The cause is the belief about it. The cause is the perception. The effect will show up differently for you in the future. So if you can ignore what's happening right now and instead get yourself into a place in your mind and in your body and in your soul that is a place of gratitude and abundance, then more gratitude and abundance is going to show up in your life. Okay? You're learning these things right now. Neville Goddard is a good source to go to if you are interested in learning a little bit more, because really what we're talking about right now is law of attraction, the principles that affect law of attraction in your life. So Neville Goddard, he's a great resource to go to for these kinds of things. Now, what is it that you need to focus on? What should you be focusing your energy towards? Because attention is energy, right? All right. We have 3 of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so physical healing, maybe apologies. Maybe you're owed an apology. Maybe somebody else is owed an apology. Maybe you owe yourself an apology for not putting yourself first. What I see here is somebody who hasn't directed their energy into the right places in the past, maybe has been very externally focused in hopes of specific outcomes, but in doing so, they lost themselves, okay? Maybe in pleasing others or, being fearful and worried about other people's thoughts and opinions about you. You kind of changed who you were in order to fit the mold. And so I think probably the biggest apology would be to yourself for not putting yourself first. And of course, when we say that, we never mean it in like a narcissistic kind of a way. But I don't think I need to say that to any of you, because I don't think any of you suffer from anything like that. It's more of a not putting yourself beneath everyone else, right? I think that's more of the kinds of issues that you deal with, is thinking that you're less than others, placing them on a pedestal above yourself, and then losing yourself. And so I think focusing your energy away from that, right? Apologizing to yourself, allowing yourself to focus on the things that are going to bring you what you want. See, this is the old energy that has brought in a certain lack mentality. But this newfound knowledge right here is exactly why this will not be repeated in your future. At least not to the same degree. And even if it is, it's only to help you to hone in on it and on any unseen shadows or patterns within you that need to still be looked at and remedied. Okay, and that's that place of healing that this card references. Your past. What is it that you're leaving behind, Divine Feminine? What are you leaving behind? Ooh, the Chariot. The Chariot in reverse. Let's see here. So you're leaving behind this feeling of like wanting to give up, or feeling like you don't have proper direction. You're leaving behind issues with change or movement. Movement can be a lot of things. I mean, it can be something in the physical world, like maybe you need to travel, or and have always had a fear around it, or maybe it's time for you to move somewhere else right now and you're dreading the move. But it can also be like an internal experience of movement in like growing and becoming, maturing. So you're leaving behind a lot of the mentality that you can't do things, that you shouldn't do things, or that you're not capable of things. And I see this, like, I think it's interesting how we started out here with, this is your current situation. And then here we kind of moved to like, even though in your current situation, like in your current situation, you have a newfound knowledge, a deeper understanding and awareness of how cause and effect or law of attraction works. Even though right now in your current situation, some old energy might still be showing up in your physical realm, you're kind of understanding why that is. And you're not falling for the trap of that. Okay? You're not falling into the old traps that bring that kind of reality, which means that your future is not going to look the same, because the internal change that needs to take place to create external change has already been happening within you. And so this is what you're leaving behind. This right here is what you're leaving behind. Okay? And you're moving into like a period of abundance, period of joy, of a knowing that what you want can be yours, and you know how to get it because you know how to control those energies within you now. And this absolutely 100% affects your relationship and experience with your twin flame, because this is exactly the lessons that your twin flame came into your life to teach you, Divine Feminine, which is why they ran away to begin with. It was so that you would go through this transformational process. That was the purpose of it. And it has not failed you in that way. It's been difficult. It's been a difficult path, but it has not failed you. All right, so the next card here is a representation of your strengths, okay? These are your strengths that you can focus on and kind of depend on. They're the parts of you that are already very mature and you've already, you kind of already mastered these strengths. And so for this, we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is really awesome. Okay, this is such a perfect card for your strengths because this is good fortune, a turning point, right? That's what we're talking about here, is a turning point. And it's stemming from this newfound knowledge, which is changing the gears in the way that your life is showing up for you. You're probably already seeing some like confirmation around that, but I promise you, it's just going to keep getting better. You've been directing your energy and putting your attention into places within yourself that are creating a better, more beautiful, aligned reflection from the mirror of the universe, which is your life, okay? You are manifesting the life that you want, the one that comes more from the soul's desire, not from the ego's desire. There's a big difference between egoic desire and soul's desire. Egoic desire comes from lack mentality, fear, soul's desire comes more from like that intuition, that spiritual knowing and seeing things beyond the physical realm. Near future. What is your near future, Divine Feminine? Near future. King of Pentacles. This has come up quite a bit lately. Not necessarily this card, but the same kind of energy that this card represents, which is leadership, being solid, having a firm foundation. I've seen it come up in a lot of the Divine Masculine readings and also now here in yours. And it's been happening for several weeks. You are being aligned with the higher aspects of the mission that you're here in this world to bring forth. And if you don't already know, you've already been in your mission. You can't not be in your mission. But the higher elements of that, the higher perspectives of that are being shown and revealed to you because you've started to self-actualize, okay? You've done a lot of internal work, which is helping you to get into that place of now you're stepping into self-mastery, okay? You're not the little young neophyte anymore. You are becoming adept in the ways of how things work and function in this universe. And you know your relationship as a soul or spirit to the material world of matter, which means you can bring forth just about anything you want. And you're stepping into that place right now, Divine Feminine, which is wonderful. Wonderful. It's exactly why your twin flame came into your life, Divine Feminine. This is exactly why. The benefits and the rewards to this are priceless. It is the greatest gift, and it is why your twin flame came to you, and it is why your twin flame ran from you. So, advice from Source. Advice from Source. We have 9 of Cups in reverse. Stay away from lack thoughts. Stay away from thoughts surrounded in things like not feeling good enough, not feeling smart enough, needing to have more things around you in order to be happy. The idea of I'll be happy when. or I'll be happy if. That is like placing you in a position where you're instantly creating a perspective of, I can't be happy until this comes into my life. You're putting happiness at a distance from you rather than being happy now. You're pushing happiness away from you when you have those kinds of thoughts. Like, well, I'll be happy when I lose 10 pounds, or I'll be happy when, I get a new car, or when this person shows up for me, or I'll be happy when my twin flame comes back, right? Or things will be good when that happens, but until then, I just have to suffer through that. That is reality creation. And when you believe those kinds of thoughts, you create them. It's the cause and effect that we're talking about here. So stay away from thoughts like that. Those are traps in your twin flame journey. And it's the opposite of what your twin flame came into your life to show you. Your twin flame came into your life to show you that you are the creator of all things. So focus in on that stuff and stay away from that lack mentality. What is the environment that you will be finding yourself in the near future? All right, environment in your near future is 9 of Swords in reverse. Interestingly, you might not be able to tell that from the card itself, but 9 of Swords in the upright is actually nightmares, anxiety, grief, depression, okay? In the reverse, it's the opposite of that. It's actually recovery, rest, healing, healing from extreme torment. So, believe it or not, having this show up in the reverse is a really, really good thing. This is what you are recovering from. Like, you're no longer there, okay? The environment that you are, this is what you went through. This is dark night of the soul, extreme torment energy right there. And your environment is going to be, and already is, okay? Like, you're already probably mostly out of that. It's possible you could still very much be in it, and for some of you that are very, very new in the journey, you're probably still in it. And maybe in 6 months or a year from now, you'll be completely out of it. But for those of you that are still hardcore in this place of torment, understand that it's daily, every day, going to get a little bit better. There will be oscillations all the way through it, but you're gonna get past this energy, and you're not gonna go back into it. Even if you have, like, all the students that I've spoken with, and even in my own personal experience, sometimes you can go back into some dark night of the soul energy along your path, even several years down the road, but it is never anywhere near to the same extreme that you experience it originally when your twin flame first runs from you. So you're moving away from this dark night of the soul energy. If you're super in the thick of it still, you're moving away from it. If you're at the end of it, you're like done with it now, okay? And your environment is going to reflect far more of what you want out of life rather than what you need. You guys have heard me say many times, the universe gives us what we need before it can give us what we want. It gives us what we need to evolve, to align us with what we want. So you're going out of what the universe needs to give you into what you actually want to create, because this whole process has helped put you into a place of alignment. And that's the goal. That's the purpose of it. And it is being accomplished, even when it feels like it's not. Okay, both sides of the coin are valuable, even when it feels like it's not, okay? So, hopes and fears, Divine Feminine. Hopes and fears. For this, we have the Star in reverse. The hopes and fears, I kind of always look at both sides of this card, because the question in itself is sort of dualistic, and these cards are wonderful for this. So your fears would be going back into depression, feeling the despair that you've felt before, not being able to progress and grow, feeling like you're failing at this whole mission in life. Those are your fears. And your hopes are more about, ascension, being able to create clarity, experience the beauty and the miracles of life, being able to stay in a place of having faith, because you've experienced both. You've experienced duality, the knowledge of good and evil, okay? And you've experienced both sides of these coins, and both have taught you extraordinarily valuable lessons. And so your hopes, listen to Neville Goddard. He'll help you with this. But your hopes, that's your birthright, okay? You don't even have to hope for it, okay? It already is when you say yes to it and you bring it into your world, just by aligning with the belief and the knowing through faith, exactly what this card represents, that Garden of Eden is already yours. Okay, and your fear is that you can't do it, but fear is an illusion. So remember that fear is always an illusion. It's something created through the ego, the finite ego, but the soul, which is what you are, is infinite. And it's the infinite creator, okay? You were created by the creator in the image of the creator to be a creator. And you're here learning all about that. And you're getting really good at it. Potential outcome. Potential outcome. Potential outcome here. All right. You are going to have a choice to make. You're going to have a choice to make between you and, well, hold on. Not between you. You're going to have a choice to make in your near future about what it is that you actually want. I can't tell you what this choice is going to be. I can't even tell you. I think it's going to be between two people. But I can't tell you, like I'm looking, but I cannot tell you what exactly this is going to be about. But you're definitely going to be making a choice between two people. It could be, it's not necessarily romantic, but I feel that it is. You're going to be making a choice, most likely in a romantic scenario or a romantic situation between two people, and it may not be an easy decision for you. And what I'm feeling is that you'll want to give it space. If there's any confusion, then it's not the time to make the choice. Make the choice when you have absolute clarity, because absolute clarity will be given to you, especially through prayer and meditation. So that's what you're moving towards. I'm not quite sure exactly what that is. That's the only message that I'm getting from that, but you will definitely be making a choice. So, I don't know if that means something to you right now, or if that, like, maybe you're already in that place of feeling like you're trying to decide between two people. It could be two situations, but I'm feeling like it's something romantically involved. So yeah, if you have a situation like that and that resonates with you, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about that. I'm curious, just because of the way that felt when I was holding that card. Not a bad feeling, you guys. Not a bad feeling at all. Just kind of a, like, here's a choice. Don't make it until you have full clarity. Otherwise, stay in a place of meditation and prayer and just allowance. But you will have a choice. And it's like a super positive thing. This is like a creation, you're creating your environment kind of thing. You're going to decide what it is that you want and desire. It's not going to be something that is going to just happen to you. And I think it's interesting that we started out here with this card and ended on this card, because this is like that new knowledge and that new information that is helping you get through all the old energy into creating the new life, the new world that you want. And ultimately, at the end, you're going to get to make a choice as to how you want it to go. And it's something that you're going to make when you have full clarity. I think that's pretty cool. I'm really, really curious to find out how that resonates with you guys. I know how it kind of resonates for me, but for each one of us, it's always a little bit different, right? The cards speak to us in different ways. It's meant to be that way. They speak to us and tell a story to each one of us differently through experience and perception. So yeah, share with me, you guys. And if you haven't already done so, and if you missed it in the beginning, please like and subscribe. Also, in the description box below, we do have some specials going on. So we have tarot readings that are 40% off, and we also have coaching, personal coaching, that's 10% off. So you guys can get the coupon codes in the description box below. We also have amazing group calls, you guys. If you sign up for the CM1 or the CM2 group calls, you get 16 1-hour long, pretty close to personal coaching calls a month. And if you sign up for the TFM3, which is the twin flame one, you get double the amount. So, those are a great, great option. We talk about so much cool stuff in those. So check us out, the-conduits.com, if you guys are interested. We would love the opportunity to work with you. Okay, so our card for today is Insight. Insight. And let's see what this means here. Crows and ravens are problem solvers. Crows make tools and learn from each action. In this illustration, you see the crow dropping rocks into the water. After testing a couple rocks, the crow began to understand the relationship between the stones and the water. It learned that with each rock, the water would rise, and as a result, the buoyant shrimp would rise too. Insight asks that you take the time to examine your situation. Test out the different strategies to gain wisdom. When you understand the relationship between all contributing factors, you will be able to identify actions that yield little benefit or remove any obstacles that may have been in your way, and in turn apply strategies that expedite the success. I think this is so cool that this showed up, because that's exactly what we were talking about through the whole reading. I even said at one point in time that you are learning about the relationship between your soul to the world of matter, the material form around you. And that's exactly what this card is talking about, cause and effect. The cause is dropping these rocks into the water. The effect is that the water rises, and then the crow or the raven is able to get what it is that they're seeking and looking for. And they understand that it's something that they're doing that manipulates the outcome. Change comes from within. Now, this is an externalized example, right? But when it comes to understanding your spirit into the world of matter, you understand that all change comes from within. And you're learning how to do that. You're learning how to change the reflection in the mirror by recognizing the source of the reflection. I love you guys. Thank you for being here today. Thanks for participating and being a part of the community. We really, really love you guys and have a lot of gratitude for all of your support. And when you guys share your wisdom, it means a lot to us. So thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow for another Divine Masculine reading. See ya.